Welcome back to the In the Garage podcast. I am your host, Mikey. I am here with Ryan, Jason, and Dr. Hart. And today, we're going to be talking about DS4EVER, the Gunna new album. This is the first episode of season 3.
Season!
For our loyal followers and fans, thank you guys for supporting us through these first 2 seasons. Now we're on to season 3, and guess who's back from his long break?
He was on sabbatical.
Dr. Hart, Sam Riegel. How we doing today?
From Cleveland Clinic, straight from the clinic.
Well, I just like to take this time and
Thank our sponsor.
say thanks for all the wishes, and I got tons of letters and emails from a lot of fans, and it's just very interesting, the stuff I got. I appreciate it.
He does appreciate it. Yeah.
Sam.
Today, though, since there has been a little change in hierarchy in our room, as our former teacher, Miss Bellino, left us,
She got the boot.
so we now have Miss Free.
Shout out Miss Freed.
Miss Free.
I was always a bigger Miss Freed fan anyway.
Me too.
Yeah, same. At the end of the day, she was just better talent, better.
You know?
She's just better.
Shout out Miss Freed.
So, yeah, this episode is going to be kind of short because we didn't have a lot of time to prepare, but the next one will come out with a banger. But we just wanted to get something to just start off season 3. So we're going to talk about DS4EVER, the new Gunna album, the P meme. I mean,
Now, before we get in the deep content of this episode, I would like to say that Sam Riegel told me when he woke from his heart surgery, the only thing that kept him going and was keeping him alive was this album.
That's what I thought.
Was Drip Season
But
Forever.
I'll get into that.
Okay. Because, no one is pushing P more than Sam Riegel.
Sam Riegel is always pushing
That's what I thought until I listened to it.
and touching.
Right?
So we're going to talk about, each of us are going to go through our favorite songs from the album, our least favorite songs from the album, and then everyone will just give an opinion on it.
You gotta rate it if you're keeping P or
Yeah,
not.
exactly. Is this album pushing P? Is this album P?
Who's going first?
Ryan's going to start it off.
Oh snap! Here we go. First one I got, I think is the only good song on the album.
What?
I think is
Wow.
Is-
Hold on.
I think it's Pushing P. I mean, it's
That's
original,
the
but
only good song.
I honestly, I didn't really like any of it. I mean, the features were good. Drake, Kodak, Lil Baby. I mean, there's some good ones in
It's
there.
Drake's best verse.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, but I don't really like any of the songs, for to be honest. They all kind of sound the same. I feel like he could have done better. He definitely has better songs in the past. I think everybody knows that. It's not bad though. I mean, I'd still listen to it. It's just nothing that really stood out too much.
What do you rate it?
It's fair.
Out of 10.
Oh, out of 10,
10 being the best, obviously.
I'd probably give it a 6 or 7. Honestly, I think it's fair.
It's fair.
It's fair.
Sam?
I really didn't like this album that much. My favorite song on it was probably Flashing Lights. It was a great song.
Did you?
It was one of my favorite songs from the album. I just liked how it flowed. I liked the verses. So that's probably my favorite song on the album. My least favorite song on the album was probably Runaway. That's probably my least favorite song on the whole album. I wasn't a big fan of Runaway.
See, I really like that one. I mean, it's a longer
You like-
one. I think it's pretty good.
Norwegian Wood was alright.
Mm.
But either way, I don't think this album was what Gunna says Pushing P. I thought it was going to be, and I just wasn't.
This album didn't help you push P during open heart surgery.
No. And that's what I'm going to get to in my final statement. Gunna is not pushing P. However, In the Garage is pushing P.
That is a true statement.
Hey, yo. What's that? Facts?
So I would give this album out of 10. 10 being the best, obviously. I would probably give it like a 4 or 5. I've heard better Gunna stuff. I'm more of a fan of Gunna's vocals when he does more of like the opera type tracks. And
I agree with that.
This was just not that.
I liked it. I thought it was okay. Definitely not one of his best projects, but not one of his worst. P Power is my favorite song with Drake.
I put him on, by the way.
That song is
I put him on.
incredible. Jake put me on, whatever you mean. I don't really care. It's a good song. Like it's, whatever. My least favorite song is Poochie Gown.
I was gonna say.
Least favorite?
I feel like that one's like.
I didn't like Runaway. I like that one more than Runaway. But
Dude, that song.
Poochie Gown is terrible.
It's either you like it or you don't. There's no in between.
Not a
that
fan.
one.
Not a fan of Poochie
I
Gown.
like it. She got to put you down.
Another song that I really like from that one is 25 Jacket with Baby. I thought that was a good song too. Yeah, if I had to give it a rating, I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10.
10 being the best.
Yeah, 10 being the best. It's just not a lot of hitters on it. That's all I gotta say. Not a lot of hitters. But In the Garage is always pushing.
Amen. All right, so I've always been the guy to say that if you're gonna listen to Gunna, you might as well just listen to Young Thug, because Gunna is just a worse version of Young Thug,
You do say that.
and it shows on this album.
I've never heard you say that.
I've said that.
I've said you
Sam knows.
Yeah, you said it.
Now, every time Young Thug's on this album, he outshines Gunna. They have the same flow, but Young Thug just has a more unique voice. But I still did like this album. I love P Power. I like Mop. But my favorite song has to be probably Living Wild. Like that a lot. Like the nice easy flow. But Drip Harder 1 was probably way better than
Oh, way harder.
and Drip Season 3 was probably better. Slime Language 2, but he wasn't really. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, what do we think? Like, was Slime Language 2 better than this?
Yes.
In my opinion, yes.
Slime Language 2 was phenomenal.
Was Wanna better than this?
No,
Yes.
no. One is the most mid album to ever exist.
Whoa.
And there's a few good ones, but there's a lot of stinkers.
Bro, Top Floor, Met Gala, Dollars on My Head. Those songs are
It's
bangers.
mid. Dollars in My Head's good.
Met Gala is good.
Rockstar Bikers and Chains.
Like-
All the other songs, the other two songs I like.
Top Floor
Okay,
with Travis.
First of all, it's a 26 song trap album. You don't need that.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
They should have stopped after Light Streak Monk. I didn't like any of the songs that came after that one.
Dripper Drown too.
I like Dripper Down too, but I Drip Harder. Like you can't beat it, man.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's his. But I
Oh,
mean, but that's not even, at the end of the day, Baby's on that. And in my opinion, Baby carries that.
Baby carries. Look,
carries that.
When did that one come out?
27.
I just
Or
think
18.
Gunna's mid.
That's that long ago now?
I think Gunna's
Wow,
mid.
so we're
I just think
freshmen?
he's mid.
That's crazy.
I think Gunna's mid. I think Gunna's a worse version of Young Thug.
He's mid.
I like his.
Right.
I like his music. I'll listen to his music. I have maybe 3 songs from this album on my playlist now. I'll give the album maybe a 6 out of 10.
So I gave it to.
But 6 out of 10 as in... Obviously 10 being the best.
Yeah,
I mean,
yes,
like,
10 is the best.
But I mean 6 out of 10 like for Gunna or like just compared to all the rap.
Oh, it's
Like I was
okay.
doing it as in a Gunna album.
Yeah,
that's what I did.
My thing is I'd say 6, 7 out of 10 for Gunna, but
Like I don't think it's a 6 out of 10 complete album.
No.
Complete album's
Because-
probably a 4 if
It's like a
that.
3, right?
Yeah.
look, because you got to look at each. Like, I'm not listening to like Gunna or like Lil Pump music to get like this great like rap project that's gonna change it. I just want to hear good songs. I want to hear
Catchy.
I want to hear good bars
Good
over a
beats.
good beat.
Good beats, yeah.
And this, I feel like the song had a lot of them, but it is repetitive. So I'd give it I'd say 6.5.
I think it was too long too.
It
Way
was-
too long. I didn't really mess with that.
How many songs-
Like I said,
yeah,
it
it's
should've
what,
started
21?
Should have stopped after Light Streak.
21 songs. Like, come on, man. You get like 12 songs. You're cool.
A guy, by the way, I didn't know this, but like this is kind of off topic. But Corday dropped an album, and like I didn't even know.
Say album every time.
Like in the Chipmunks.
An album.
Like the Chipmunks.
An album.
Okay. Did he actually?
Yeah, I didn't even know about it.
Well, maybe we'll talk about that in a future
No, it's not.
episode.
I
No.
listened to a couple songs. It's not very good.
Is it?
Hey, this is I think a good thing we should start now. I think leave in the comment section all the fans what what do you think we should talk about next?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Give us suggestions.
Leave him some comms.
Yeah.
Drop a comment.
Please be nice in the comments.
Don't be mean to Sam. He has a heart
I
condition.
mean, come on.
Hey,
Last week I saw a comment that was like, "I hate Sam." Like, why?
They were like,
That's what I
I
was-
hope he's stuck in Cleveland Clinic.
Why?
That's what I was thinking too.
I mean, I saw a comment that was like, "Eat my poop." Like, what are we talking about? Let's stop saying that stuff in the comments. Let's stay family friendly.
We're staying positive. We are a
on.
family friendly
Hey, at the end-
podcast.
no, but at the end of the
Except
day,
for that one time Sam said the F word.
but here's the thing about me.
Uncharacteristic.
Here's the
Yes,
thing about
sir.
here's the thing about me in this podcast. I'm here to enjoy in the garage and try to make this the biggest podcast in the class, which
agree.
I think we have the best podcast
I
in
think
the class.
I think we have it by a mile. I don't think there's
Corner show
anyone,
sucks. I mean, let's just be honest.
I don't think there's anyone that holds a candle to our
I think
talent.
I hate that Miss Freed's first lesson is going to be this one because he's probably not going to know much about this Miss Freed. However, it doesn't take away from the likability of all of us.
That's what I'm saying. We have great chemistry.
And look at our history
We're
on this
just-
channel.
We're just four guys in a garage.
That's all it
We're
is.
talking, baby.
We're just chit-chatting.
All right, well, that's going to be it for today.
No.
Again, we said this was going to be a shorter episode. Next week, we're going to drop a banger of an episode. We're going to thank you guys all for listening.
We review-
And
Peace out.
peace out.
No one cares.